5 bedtime habits are silently damaging your prostate. Many people still believe that waking up to urinate multiple times during the night, having restless sleep, or feeling completely exhausted in the morning is simply a part of getting older. But the truth might not be so simple. There are habits that seem harmless, but are silently damaging your prostate day by day. I, Dr. Laura, with 30 years of experience specializing in men's health, sincerely invite you to spend a few precious minutes listening carefully to the full message in today's video. Because an enlarged prostate is not simply a result of aging. In many cases, this condition becomes more serious due to repeated behaviors every night that you don't even realize you're doing. Actions that may seem completely ordinary but can cause bladder inflammation, compression, disrupt your sleep, and leave you exhausted when you wake up. But the good news is, this condition can absolutely be improved if you understand the 7 most common mistakes that many people still make before going to bed. And in today's video, I will guide you through them, and especially, at the end of the video, I will reveal the most dangerous habit that almost no one pays attention to, but changing it could be the turning point for your prostate health. Before we begin, I genuinely want to know more about you. Could you let me know your name and where you're watching this video from? I'd be so happy to know who I'm walking alongside on this health journey. Please leave a warm greeting in the comments section below. And if you find this topic helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the new videos I share every week. If you have any health questions, especially regarding men's health or prostate issues, feel free to leave your question in the comments. I'll gather them and make dedicated videos to answer your concerns. Now, let's dive into the first habit, drinking too much water in the evening. I know, everyone has heard that drinking enough water is good for your health. Good for your kidneys, good for your whole body. But there's one thing that many people, especially men over 60, don't pay attention to. And that is, the timing of your water intake is just as important as the amount you drink each day. At night, your body's excretory function slows down to prepare for deep sleep. But if you continue drinking lots of water after dinner, tea, herbal drinks, or even take your medication with a full glass of water right before bed, you're unintentionally waking up your bladder, forcing it to work all night long. And if your prostate is already enlarged, as it is in many older adults, then the pressure from that full bladder only makes things worse. What's the result? You wake up multiple times during the night to urinate. Each time, your sleep is disrupted, and your body misses critical moments to produce hormones that reduce inflammation and regenerate tissue, including prostate tissue. Chronic sleep loss doesn't just leave you tired and low on energy the next morning, it also hinders your body's natural healing capacity. Which is a real shame. Many of my patients have said, I drink hot tea at night to help me sleep. But they don't realize that the very fluids they're drinking are quickly accumulating, irritating the bladder right when the body needs its deepest rest. So what's the solution? It's not to stop drinking water, but to adjust the timing. Make sure you drink enough water throughout the day, and try to consume most of it before 6 p.m. after that. Gradually reduce intake and avoid drinking anything within 2 hours of going to bed. If you need to take medication at night, speak with your doctor to see if it's possible to adjust the timing to better align with your body's natural rhythms. When the bladder is allowed to rest, the prostate can relax as well, and that helps reduce irritation and promotes deeper, more restful sleep. My friend, if you're still watching the video at this point, I'm truly grateful to you. It shows that you're taking your health seriously, and that's something truly admirable. Please leave a comment below to let me know you're still here with me. The second mistake that is silently damaging your prostate is lying in bed watching TV for too long before going to sleep. I know, after a long day, lying in bed, relaxing, holding the remote, and enjoying a few favorite shows before sleep sounds incredibly pleasant. But in reality, this habit is negatively affecting the health of your pelvic area, especially your prostate. When you stay in one position, especially lying down or half-sitting, for a long period of time, blood flow to the lower abdomen and pelvic region is significantly reduced. And as you know, The prostate is located right in that area. When blood circulation slows down, the oxygen and nutrients needed to nourish, restore, and heal tissue are also limited. This reduces the prostate's ability to fight inflammation and repair itself, especially if you're already showing signs of enlargement or chronic inflammation. Not only that, but the blue light from TV screens or electronic devices is another silent culprit. It reduces the production of melatonin, a crucial hormone that helps you fall asleep and stay in deep sleep. And as I shared earlier, if your sleep isn't deep enough, your body can't initiate key recovery processes, including the ones that help soothe an irritated prostate. From my clinical experience, I've noticed that many older male patients complain about frequent nighttime urination and prolonged restless sleep. Most of them share a common habit: watching TV or using their phones right up until bedtime. What they don't realize is, every hour spent lying still in front of a screen is another hour your prostate isn't getting the proper rest it needs. So what's the solution? Get into the habit of limiting screen time in the evening. Ideally, you should turn off the TV and all electronic devices at least 30 minutes before going to bed. Instead, try gentle stretching with a few basic movements, deep breathing or simple meditation for 5 minutes, reading a physical book, not on your phone. These small but consistent actions will help your nervous system relax, support deeper and more stable sleep, and allow your prostate to heal overnight. And if you've ever thought, sitting still without moving must be harmless, then the next habit may surprise you. A seemingly minor digestive issue can put direct pressure on your prostate every night, and the troubling part is that many people don't even realize it. The third harmful habit is going to bed while constipated. It may sound unrelated, but in reality, this is one of the silent causes of constant pressure on the prostate, especially in older men. Many people think, "It's fine if I haven't had a bowel movement today, I'll just go tomorrow." But for men over the age of 60, letting the body fall into a state of prolonged constipation, and going to sleep while the intestines are still full of stool, is not only uncomfortable but directly affects the health of the pelvic area, where the increasingly sensitive prostate is located. Let me explain more clearly. When stool accumulates in the colon for an extended period, particularly in the part that sits very close to the bladder and prostate, it creates mechanical pressure on the entire lower abdomen. This pressure doesn't just make you feel bloated and heavy, but it also compresses the prostate, causing a constant urge to urinate, even when the bladder contains only a small amount of urine. This is why many people wake up multiple times during the night with a strong urge to urinate. But once they reach the bathroom, there's very little to release. The sensation of incomplete urination and lingering discomfort repeatedly disrupts sleep, and by morning, the body feels exhausted without understanding why. Not only that, chronic constipation also causes a more serious problem: reduced blood circulation in the pelvic area. When blood does not circulate well to the prostate, its ability to recover and fight inflammation after a long day of activity is significantly impaired. Especially in older men, this becomes a key factor in making prostate inflammation more persistent. My dear friend, this may seem like a small habit, but if you change it, your prostate health and sleep quality will improve in ways you didn't expect. But hold on, because there's another very simple action. Taking just a few minutes each day, that if skipped before bed, can leave you tossing and turning all night, restless and uncomfortable without knowing why. The fourth mistake that many people unknowingly make is holding in urine before going to bed. A small action that seems harmless, but can actually lead to major problems for your prostate over time. You may have thought, "I don't feel the urge to urinate. I'll just go in the morning." But in reality, skipping that final bathroom trip of the day is one of the most common mistakes, and it silently harms the prostate more than you think. Even if you don't feel the urge, the bladder often still retains a small amount of urine. For younger people, this has little impact, but for middle-aged and older men, especially those showing signs of an enlarged prostate, this residual urine can place continuous pressure on the bladder and prostate throughout the night, irritate the urinary tract, causing a constant urge to urinate, Interrupt sleep multiple times, leading to fatigue the next morning. Beyond disrupting sleep, holding in urine overnight also increases the risk of urinary tract infections. When urine stays stagnant for too long, bacteria can multiply in that environment and cause infections, making urinary issues even more complicated. Another common consequence is the sensation of incomplete urination, which forces you to strain multiple times even though there's little urine. This not only causes discomfort, but also places unnecessary pressure on the prostate, interfering with its recovery and regeneration during sleep. But the good news is, the solution is very simple. Train yourself to use the bathroom before going to bed, even if you don't feel the urge to urinate. Don't skip this step. Take 1 to 2 minutes. Sit still, relax your body, and breathe deeply to give your bladder the chance to fully release any remaining urine. Just this one small change can noticeably reduce the number of times you wake up during the night, help you sleep deeper and more peacefully, and especially reduce stimulation to the prostate, allowing your body to recover more effectively while you rest. The fifth mistake, thought to be just a trivial part of dinner, can silently damage your prostate: eating salty snacks at night. Potato chips, salty crackers, sausages, or a few slices of cold cuts before bed, they sound tempting, familiar, and like a way to unwind after a long day. But very few people realize that this habit is actually a silent culprit causing inflammation and irritation to the prostate, especially while you sleep. When you eat foods high in salt, especially at night, your body retains more water than usual. This increases hydrostatic pressure in the lower abdomen, including the bladder and prostate. The result is a stronger urge to urinate and more frequent nighttime awakenings, and each time you wake up, your body is pulled out of the deep sleep stages that are essential for healing and reducing inflammation. It doesn't stop there. A sodium-rich diet also affects blood pressure. High blood pressure reduces blood flow to the pelvic area, where the prostate is located. When blood, carrying oxygen and essential nutrients, doesn't reach the area adequately, the prostate struggles to repair itself, becomes more prone to chronic inflammation, and worsens symptoms like nighttime urination, difficulty urinating, or incomplete voiding. Unfortunately, many people consume too much salt without even realizing it. Just one small bag of potato chips, a slightly salty soup, or a few slices of processed meat at dinner can already exceed the recommended daily sodium intake. These small habits, repeated over time, create an invisible burden on your urinary system and prostate. Instead of salty snacks, opt for light, low-sodium options that have natural anti-inflammatory effects. For example, a spoonful of unsweetened yogurt to support a healthy digestive system. A ripe banana, rich in potassium to help stabilize blood pressure. A handful of dry roasted pumpkin seeds, containing zinc, which supports prostate health. Additionally, develop the habit of reading food labels carefully. Many packaged snacks may hide more salt than you expect. And most importantly, the effects of salt don't show up after just one night. They're the result of repeated daily habits. Fortunately, you can completely reverse that trend, starting with simple and intentional choices today. What we just shared isn't anything grand, but it's exactly these small changes: eating less salty foods at night, going to the bathroom before bed, that form the foundation for your body to rest fully and give your prostate a chance to recover each night. Tonight, try doing one simple thing. Instead of eating a bag of chips like you usually do, switch to a few pumpkin seeds or a slice of ripe banana. Just that small change, and you might find yourself sleeping more peacefully. And if today you're tired and can't do everything, that's okay too. After 60, your body doesn't need perfection. It just needs small, consistent care every day. Be patient and gentle with yourself, because you deserve to live in good health, to live joyfully, and to wake up each morning feeling just a little better than the day before. If this video resonated with something inside you, please hit like, so I know you're still with me. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, so each week, we can learn together how to live healthier, lighter, and with more hope.